Never miss an episode of Create, Build, and Manage Daily again. Subscribe to our podcast and listen on the go.
My next guest has been developing professional strategic business plans for entrepreneurs since 2001. Syreeta Mcdaniel joins me now in studio. So glad to have you here tonight.
So glad to be here, Scott.
Absolutely. I want to kind of dive into it a little bit because it's unique what you do for your clients in really kind of taking their vision statement, taking their ideas, and bringing it into writing. Talk about that process. How does that work?
The first process that I do is to make sure that I write to win. And I want my clients to understand that I'm writing to win. I'm not writing a white paper. I'm not pontificating. I'm writing to win. And when you write a business plan, so many people hate to read business plans because they use the same template. They're asking the same questions over and over, and the responses are the same.
Right.
So I use so much industry research in order to help the client to win, to share their vision in writing. That's what I do.
I love that. And why do you think so many entrepreneurs struggle in this area of putting together a strategic business plan? Because they're thinkers, man. They think, they're big ideas, they want to do this, but then when it comes to actually having a plan for business, so many of them struggle in that area. Why do you think that is?
If you look at our educational system, most people hate to write. I've always loved to write. Even though my personality is effervescent, I'm secretly a nerd. So I love to do the research and show your vision in writing with the support of the research. So a lot of people, they don't think about the research aspect of it. They are so busy sharing their passion that they're not sharing facts that anyone outside of their business would actually understand.
Right.
So I help them to understand where they're going with the research. So in the end, I wind up educating the entrepreneur about their own industry.
That's
because
great.
They're looking at the passion,
Sure.
not the writing. So
right. And when you're writing it, who is your primary audience? You know, obviously your client, but is it often they need a strategic plan to go raise capital? Is that usually the main driving force, or is it to get their entire team behind the goal, or is it all of the above?
It's all of the above, but I love what you just said. The main audience for the business plan is the client. Once the client understands, they can then sit with a banker, sit with an investor, sit with their relatives, sit with their team. And a lot of times, if it's not in writing, your team, they have no idea of what you're doing. They don't know what you're talking about. They don't know where you're going. And then they don't have any logical way to measure success. So that's where the industry research comes in, because if you show, let's take a convenience store.
Right.
If it has fuel, it earns $5 million a year. If it doesn't have fuel, it earns up to $2 million a year. So I had a convenience store client, and they were having a squabble. The management team, I said, everyone, stop. You're not even at $2 million. Do you know that stopped the argument? And in 3 years, he went from 115,000 to over 800,000, and really it's beyond $1 million.
Right.
So just by knowing that the industry standard was 2 million, it helped everyone to get on board with the goal.
I can see that. And I can also see when so many entrepreneurs, because they're always thinking and creating, they don't communicate that with the staff, which is what you're talking about. And so it's frustrating for the team when they don't know where the leader's going. Now, you have seen recessions come and go. There's been a lot that's happened over your career. What advice do you offer business leaders when they see what's going on and they start to panic? What would you tell them?
Hold the fire and stay steady. I thought about that long ago when the business started. It literally was a recession. And I was on the cover of the Dallas Morning News, the business section, because they said when there's a recession, people start businesses. But now 21 years in, I'm still in business. Now, are all of the other clients? Sometimes life happens.
Sure.
And they've changed, but you have to hold fire. I'm from a family of entrepreneurs, so a recession, it didn't bother me at all. It didn't even factor into my realm of thinking.
You just ignore it, right?
I did, because my clients are my clients. How many clients can I service in a year? So no matter if there's a recession or not, I'm still going to be able to service the clients that I have.
That's great. For those who are watching a BIZTV, I want to put the website up there. McBusinessPlans.com is where people can go and find you and learn a little bit more about how you are helping clients. And the great thing about what you do is doesn't matter where they're located, you can help them anywhere, right?
Exactly. Our clients are in more than 21 states, but 21 states and more than 15 countries. Every year you have to do a recount, but
there you go. So is it the writing that you enjoy the most, or is it seeing your clients succeed as a result of your writing?
I enjoy the whole entire process. I am a small business consultant expert. So by bringing my previous experience dealing with international taxes, coming from a family of entrepreneurs, I love that the clients understand their business industry and goals. So I enjoy the entire process. The consulting is what I do, but the business plan is the end result.
I like that. Got about 90 seconds left. What is next for your consulting business?
Expansion and elevation.
Okay.
So I am duplicating myself, and along the way, I am developing tools that will be offered to general public so that they can learn how to write a business plan. And I'm doing that while I'm training my people and duplicating.
Wow. So envision a whole team of consultants working under you, helping other businesses.
It's time to duplicate. A whole generation has come along since I've been in business. That's hard to comprehend.
Feels like yesterday, doesn't it?
It does. It doesn't feel like 21 years at all. By any stretch of the imagination, it just doesn't. But it is. So now let's train the next generation of business plan writers.
So for someone who's watching tonight, what's the onboarding process? You mentioned kind of what you want to start, but do they reach out to you on your website? Is that kind of what gets the process started?
They give me a call. So they'll go to the website, give me a call, say, Syreeta, this is what I need.
Help, Syreeta, help. That website again, McBusinessPlans.com is where you can go. And again, if that describes you, this is budgeting season as we're ending and wrapping up this year and you're looking toward 2023. What are your goals as a business owner? Maybe you're looking to sell your business. Maybe you're looking to raise capital, or maybe you find your staff is just stuck. Having that strategic business plan can really take your business to the next level. Stick around. This is Create, Build, and Manage Daily.